Well, we didn't get to do our regular What's in Bloom video this month because our videographers got hijacked on another project. But we don't want to have nothing about plants this month, so we're going to have a little segment here on this plant. This is Lachenelia punctata. It used to be called Lachenalia rubida and now punctata. So one of the questions that comes to mind is, why the name change? Well, plants get named when they're discovered, and sometimes more than one name is given to the same plant. Different people discover it at different places at different times, and they think it's different enough to be another species, and it turns out it really isn't different enough to be another species. And so the oldest name, the first one named, is the one that's considered correct. So this was known as rubida for a long time until they discovered that somebody in an obscure publication had published it earlier as punctata. And so that being the earlier name is correct. The name punctata means having little spots. And if you look closely, this pinkish red color of the flowers actually has lots of little speckly pink spots on it. And rubida refers to their reddish color. So both names are appropriate, but only one is the earlier name and therefore the correct name, and that's punctata. But still, in books, you'll find it as rubida because it was known as that for so long. So this is one of the many Lachenalias. We have quite a few of them in the garden, and they are all from the winter rainfall region in western South Africa and southwestern Namibia. And so because that area has a climate like ours with winter rainfall and summer dry, these bulbs do really well here. They go totally dormant in the summertime, there's nothing there at all, and then they erupt out of the ground with our first rains in the fall and come into bloom. This is the first one, punctata, and later on others will follow in different colors. We have Lachenalia viridiflora with turquoise blooms. We have Lachenalia namaquensis with purple blooms and so on that come later on. So this is our first one, and it's amazing how fast it comes, just kaboom out of the ground and into full bloom in 1 week. So really spectacular and a great plant. Everybody knows about all the bulbs from the Mediterranean area like crocuses and hyacinths and so on, but the South African ones, which are even more numerous, are much less known and ought to be better known. They're great for a winter rainfall climate like ours. Lachenalia punctata.